box if you don't want to speak out aloud. All right, super. So hello, everyone, and welcome to our writing clinic this week. My name is Christine, and we are continuing with our pre-writing. Okay, so as you know, previously we discussed looking at pre-writing methods such as answering WH questions, and last week we looked at doing a mind map. Okay, so we looked at how we can create it, and we looked at answering it. Okay, so today we're going to delve a bit more in depth. We're going to look at the WH questions, and we're going to look at how we can pull out or extract information and use that towards our writing process. Now remember, this is pre-writing, so it's your step before you actually start writing. So everything you do now is just in planning or preparation for your academic writing that's to come. Okay, so let's get on with that. So today we're going to look at WH, quick refresh on what it is, the WH questions. We'll look at what they are. We'll look at how we've answered or how we have looked at our topic sentence and answer that using WH questions. And then we're going to look at the fine details of how to extract the finer details from the WH questions and get started with our academic writing. All right, so if you remember, WH questions are a format to organize your ideas. So you were literally looking at your sentence topic and asking questions such as who, what, why, when, and how. Okay, so it's your topic sentence, looking at it and asking all those questions to formulate your ideas. All right, so let's check in today. How are you feeling? I'm feeling a bit happy. I had a good weekend, so I'm definitely happy. How are you feeling today, Maria? Oh, sure, what happened there? Maria? Okay. Not sure what
Sorry,
happened.
I said happy. Sorry,
Okay, that's good. So we're both
my
happy
microphone.
today. All right, so let's go into that. So let's begin. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, super. All right, so here is our standard format of the WH questions, okay? And it starts with who. What's the next question that we ask Maria?
Why?
Keep going.
What? When? Where? Which? How?
Okay, so this is what we can use. Now, I just like having a simple table because it means I can put all my necessary information and I can see all my points in one view, okay? You can arrange this however you see fit. If you want to have it like separated on different pages, that's up to you. But it's nice to just have it all in one A4 size page so I can come back to information and get a quick overview. Right. So this is what we're going to be working with today. We're going to fill in a little bit more. There are some blanks here. If you see some blank columns, and we're going to fill in a little bit more information. However, I have got started from previous weeks and I filled in all of my who, why, what, when, where, which, and how questions. Okay. So I'm going to switch to my Word document now and we're going to work off that. Okay, Maria, can you see my screen?
Yes, but it's too small. The
It's too small. Let me see if I can make it
written.
bigger. All right, let's get that bigger. All right.
Yeah. Now it's better. Yeah.
Okay, super. So,
Yeah. Perfect.
lovely. So our topic sentence is discuss using AI in university. what is your personal perspective on it? Now, I've generated some who questions. Who will get the most help from AI university? Who decides if AI can be used in universities? And who should check that students are using AI in the right way? So these are some of my who questions. So if you got your own who questions, that's great. Okay. These are just a general example of what you could be using. Now, the next question we're asking is why. So the who deals with all the people involved with using AI in university. So you'll think about this and then it will help you to formulate your answers. It will help you to formulate your paragraphs and what information you want to share in your assignments. Okay. So those are our who questions. Those are the who questions. It's going to tell us which people are our target audience or target people that we are focusing on in our essay. So let's look at the next one and it's why. Do you want to read out the why for me? The first
Yeah,
why question.
yeah. Why should universities use AI to help students learn?
Next one.
Why is important to use both AI and human teachers in learning?
The last
And
one, please.
why can AI change the way students and teachers work?
Okay, so if you notice, we are just asking questions. We haven't found out any information. We haven't looked at any sources. We are looking at our topic sentence and developing questions based off it. Okay, so we looked at who, we looked at why, and now we're looking at the what in AI or what are we doing with using AI in university. Now, I'm not going to make reference to this last bit of the topic sentence just yet. I'm going to hold on till we are done with our questions and then we'll go back to this last bit. What is your personal perspective? Okay, because we can do that together. So let's look at the what questions. Maria, would you like to read out the
Yeah,
what questions for me? All of them,
yeah,
please.
yeah. What are the main benefits of using AI in university classes? What can be done to reduce the risks of using AI in universities? What problems might happen if AI is used too much in universities? Sorry.
Oh, okay, that's super reading. Thank you. You are a star. So remember, it's just asking questions. So we haven't done any writing on the actual topic sentence. All we are doing is generating questions to help us read it or answer it later. Okay, so the when, I'll read out the when. When can universities start using AI in lessons? When is it okay for students to use AI for their schoolwork? And when can AI help students the most? Okay, so we're looking at where. Maria, would you like to read that out for
Yeah.
me, please? Yeah.
Uh, the last or all?
Oh, where? Just where,
Yeah. Okay.
please. Yeah.
Where can university get the tools and experts to use AI well? Where do you think AI will be used in university in the next 10 years? Where is, in the university should AI be used the most of to help students best?
Thank you. Okay, so the next one is which. So we're
Yeah.
looking at which areas are we be using AI. Now they're delving into which subjects can AI help with the most, or which problems should universities think about before using AI, and which tools are good for learning. Okay, so it's pretty shows you a pretty balanced view of what problems should the universities look at and how can AI be used for a good purpose? Okay. The last one, Maria, if you can read
Yeah.
it out for me,
How,
it's a how. Thank you.
how can universities use AI and still teach traditional skills? How can AI change the way students learn and do research? How should teachers add AI to their lessons?
Thank you. You've been a superstar with that. Okay, so these are questions that have been generated when we are looking at AI University. Okay, so as you can see, it's just questions. We have put in no information. That's what we do when we pre-write. We try to get as much personal understanding about it. What do we know? We try and look at all areas of it, and then we start to rewrite. Now, if you remember earlier, I only focus on using AI in university. The second half is what is your personal perspective on it? So, a lot of times when you are writing an essay, it may come up what are your personal views about the matter? What's your personal experience? So, this is another way of rewriting that same question that they'll ask you. What do you think about it? So let's look at how we can answer what is your personal perspective using the who, the why, the what, when, where, which, how. Okay, so let's go with the first question, who, and let's look at this. What is your personal perspective on it? What's your personal understanding of AI in university? So let's look at the who. Who are they referring to in this case?
Uh,
If they're asking, what is your personal
Personal.
perspective? Who are they talking about? So whose personal perspective are they asking for? Is it the
The teacher.
lecturers?
Yes, the lectures.
Are you look at this word, your personal perspective.
This for my future.
It's your teacher, or if you're
Future.
using your, that's your bag, that's your house. Whose house
No,
it's?
it's my career. Career.
It's, yeah. So is that, if I were to say, if you were holding a bottle in your hand and it said, "Oh, is that your bottle?" You would say
My own. My
it is your
own.
own. So whose perspective do they want us to talk or write about?
Uh, how to me. It's about me. It's
Yes, a
about
hundred
myself.
percent. It's you. It is about you. Okay, so I'm gonna put yours, me, and I. Okay, so it's my perspective, it's my understanding. Now, remember, because this is pre-planning, we can use the word I, me, because we are not starting to academically write just yet. Okay, we're still pre-planning. So let's go into the next question, and I want you to read the focus on our topic sentence. What is your personal perspective on AI in university? So now you're going to look at why. Why do
My
I use AI? So
sorry,
this will be all your personal experiences of using AI. Why do I use AI?
for study,
Yes, I'm going to put study. Okay. Any other reasons?
for research, for
Research. Oh, that's super.
traveling, travel.
Okay, and then travel. Okay, lovely. Let's go into the next one. What? What is my personal perspective on it? What's my understanding of AI? So, how do I feel about AI? Or what do I feel about it?
Uh, can we we help? It helps with time.
Mm-hmm. So, would you say it is a good tool?
Yeah, it's a good tools for yeah, good time.
So, it's a good tool because it helps
Time
with time. Super. Now, when do I use AI?
all the
It,
time.
all the time. Super. All the time. And where am I using AI?
Everywhere because it's we can use everywhere if we have
Lovely.
a phone or a laptop.
Great. Now we're going to go into which type of AI am I using in university?
What is allowed from university?
Oh, I love that answer. Yes. So what
It's allowed.
is allowed?
Yeah. Okay. Finally.
Super. Okay, and how am I using AI?
In the right way to be only for help my study. Uh,
Yeah.
Okay, super. So I'll stop there with that. Okay, so do you see how this part is our understanding of the same topic sentence? Okay, first we discussed AI in university, so we looked at it in a general way. Then the second half is what's your personal perspective or your understanding of AI. So then you'll look at it as in how does it affect myself? Okay, so
yeah.
we fill that in. Now we're going to take these questions and start answering them. Okay, so I'm going to start with this first. I know, Maria, you said you need to go at 11:30. It is 11:26.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
5
so
minutes.
I'm going to start answering these questions. Now, this is part of the pre-writing. We got our questions. Now we're going to look at how to answer them. So I'm just going to copy and then paste them here. All right. Make this a little bigger.
Thank you very much.
All
Bye. You
right.
too. Bye bye.
Let's change the color of that to blue. Lovely. So let's look at this. Who will get the most help from AI in universities? Who do you think that's going to be? The students, the
Students.
lecturers, the stop
Yeah,
students? Okay,
students.
lovely. So students will be getting that. Now, the next question's a bit interesting. Who decides if AI can be used in universities? Who do you think this is?
The staff from university.
The staff, yes.
The teachers. Yeah.
Okay, so it's staff, it's teachers, and we can figure out if there's any more. Now, who should check that the students are using AI in the right way?
It is the same. The staff, the professional people which know more about AI.
The experts.
AI experts.
Love that. Okay, so now we are already seeing at who is going to be featured in our essay. Okay, now we are looking at who we are going to refer to, who we'll talk about. We'll talk about the students, we'll talk about the staff,
Yeah.
the teachers, and professional people. And the experts. Okay. So this is all the people that we'll be looking at when we are writing our essay. Just going to go back. Now we're going to look at, and then of course I forgot this, which is myself. And then it'll be myself. Or I'll just put I. Okay, because they're asking for my understanding. Right, so let's go back here. Let's copy the next questions. Copy. So keep the text. Okay, I'm just going to make a space there. So why should universities use AI to help students learn? Why do you think the university should allow AI usage?
Because it's a lot of information
Hmm.
and they
What
need
does
it.
it what does it help with information? You said there's a lot of information. So when you use AI, how does it help with information? Does it make information easier to understand? Does it break it
Yeah, yeah.
down? Does it use simpler language?
You
What do you
can
think?
use different way to understand, and mm, the data is all is from time to time is they make update.
So it keeps you updated,
Yeah,
keeps students updated. Now, this is an interesting one because I honestly would like to hear your views and then I'll give my views afterwards. Why is it important to use both AI and human teachers in learning?
because AI is a robot, and
Mm-hmm.
teacher can uh, uh, change the mistake what we find in AI.
Also, like with human teachers, they are able to help you to it's all about that relationship, don't you think? When you have a relationship with a teacher that makes you excited to come to class, you enjoy
Yeah,
learning,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it
It's
makes
important.
learning a bit easier. Now, with AI, you don't have that human relationship. They just give you the information, and there's no joy that you would get from it. I do think they both are important, and I think that they can work together really well as long as you check the AI and make sure what you are using is correct. But I do think the way forward for education, from my personal
Yeah, yeah,
perspective, is
yeah,
that it's beneficial as long as you use both together. Okay, so I'll
yeah,
just write beneficial. But there are some things that AI can do that a teacher can't do, as in give you answers in a second, write an essay in seconds. I mean, a human teacher would need like a few hours to write an essay. With AI, it's quick, it's instant. Now, the next question is also quite interesting because it's why can AI change the way students and teachers work? Now, I want you to think about when you went to school and how it's changed since now. Okay. Think about what you would do when you were studying when you were in university compared to the university now, and then we can discuss our answers there. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, let me know when you're ready.
Okay. No, I think we continue because we have 10 minutes left with this, and I will join the second class.
Okay, that's all right.
Thank you.
So, with the way school used to be, even university in the past, we were very limited with the way we would handle large amounts of data, and students had to go about academic writing in a very structured way. Here, you can use AI for pre-writing. You can use AI to give you a framework of what you could write about. And it's also a good way to make sure you are answering the question correctly, because sometimes you may misunderstand how you need to answer the question and spend a lot of time writing. And then when you are ready to submit, then you realize you've written about the wrong topic, or you have done something different than what's been asked of you. So it's a nice way to double check your work. However, it's also comes at a price where it may misunderstand what's being asked of it because it's not human, it doesn't understand nuances, but it is a collaborative tool. So I do think with students using it and teachers using it, it can take away or it can save a lot of time if you are using it for tasks that may be quite repetitive and simple and you don't really spend a lot of time thinking. So if you ask AI to help you with those tasks, it's a good way to save some time. Also mentioned by Maria was studying. She uses it for studying and research and travel. Okay, so let's look at the whys and we can put them together. So this will be the whys that we will focus on when we are writing. So why is it used? It helps us with information. It keeps students updated. It's different methods of to explain details. Okay, so AI is not human. It can help with mistakes. It is beneficial. And then we can keep those points there also. I need those there. All right. So, Maria, those are some of the things we can use when we are writing about our essay. Okay, so using our questions, it helps to generate areas where we can focus on. So our why will be it's used information, keeps student updated, has different methods for explaining details. And of course, AI is not human and it's not a human teacher. And teachers it can help, AI can help teachers with mistakes. And it's beneficial. It helps you when you're studying your research and travel. So, do you see how asking questions has helped us to gain a whole overview of our topic sentence? Just
Yes.
going to keep our topic sentence here, right at the top. I'm going to paste it here. Okay, let's paste that. We keep that in mind. So now we're going to go on to the next one, and that's what. Okay, so takes a little bit of time, but once you get into using these questions, it's going to help you develop your essay with so much structure, and it's going to make writing so much easier. Okay, so let's look at the what questions. And do you want to read out the what questions to me again?
Yeah. What are the main sorry? What are the main benefits of using AI? AI, sorry, and
No
university
worries.
classes?
Okay, so what do you think are the main benefits of using AI in your class? I want you to think about you being in class and how you use AI.
You can
Any,
find the keywords. Uh,
so vocabulary?
maybe vocabulary
Mm-hmm.
and the meaning of words.
Mm-hmm. So what app do you use when you're looking for the meaning of words?
Uh, yeah. If you want to use to know what.
Yeah. So what's the name of the app that you will use to find out the meaning of the words?
Oh,
Or how do you,
Collins. Collins. I have one, but I forgot the name.
yeah. Okay. Do you use Google search?
Yes, Google.
So we use Google. Okay. And that will take us to apps. So we have an AI generated. Now, let's look at any other benefits that you can think about using AI when you in your class.
The for time you can the time you can in your time it's help your time to you don't lose time to
For time management.
yes.
Okay, so now let's look at the next question. What can be done to reduce the risk of using AI in universities? Now, I think this question is referring to plagiarism. So I'm just going to put this in brackets. Okay. So if we just focus on plagiarism, what can be done to reduce the risk of using AI in universities? Because what happens is that sometimes the students may get an essay topic, they put it into ChatGPT or now DeepSeek, and they get given an essay in seconds. So how can a
You
university stop that from happening? What do you think they can do?
we use the information, but we make a resume yeah for this lecture,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and we don't copy uh, we don't copy the same information. We write in our words.
Mm-hmm. Now, how can the university check that you are not using AI? What do you have in place?
We have a special place for uh, for this. To 13, yeah, 13.
That's it. So they can use Turnitin to check if AI has been used when writing your paper. Okay. Now the next question's a bit interesting. What problems might happen if AI is used too much in universities? So if all the students are using it constantly and all the lecturers are using AI in their classrooms, what do you think could happen?
Uh, they don't work the same like
Hmm?
a student because we just use the information from internet and don't think for uh, the idea from their work.
Yes. So there's absolutely no thinking. Another way we can write, there's no critical thinking. So critical thinking is when you look at the information that you're reading and then you assess it and then you think about how you will write it. Okay. So with using AI, no thinking about the subject matter, just submit and not thinking about it again. What do you think would happen to a teacher if they use AI all the time?
I'm not sure, but I think for them it's important because they need to know the every update of every information to be update and they need to keep the information in the correctly way.
Yes. So for myself, if I use AI far too much in the classroom, exactly what you said, I won't know what I'm teaching because I'm not planning it. I'm not thinking about it. I'm not thinking about the learners. I'm just simply getting the information, putting it there, and no thought process it well, associated with it. I'm also, like you said, I won't be up to date with any current literature that's going on or any new developments because I'm just using AI. Okay, and then you had from your personal perspective, it is a good tool and it helps with time. Okay, so let's look at our what answers and what areas are we focusing on in our essay. I'm going to copy that bit. So we started answering our questions here. And when we're looking at the what, discuss using AI in university. What's your personal perspective? And we're looking at the what's that we will be looking at. We're looking at the what's that we will delve into our essay. So we'll look at vocabulary. AI can be used for the meaning of words. We use our Google search. We use for time management. We want to avoid plagiarism, so we don't copy information. Turnitin is used as a way to check if AI has been used. If students and teachers use too much of AI, there's no critical thinking and lectures won't be up to date with information. However, what do I use AI for? It is a good tool and it does help with time. Okay, so do you see how we can take these questions? We only on who, why, what. And would you say, Maria, we have a lot of information or very little information to start our essay?
Yeah, we have information, but we need to continue with the rest of question.
We do need to continue the rest of the questions. Okay, so I think I will continue with when, and then we will go on to the next bit. Or we could possibly stop there and I could continue next week with that. All right, so I'm going to keep the when questions. I just want to highlight this. Okay, super. And highlight that. And just a relative y. All right, so all my highlights information is information that I'm going to be looking at for my essay when I start writing it. Okay, so let's go on to when. So when do you think universities should start using AI in lessons? So I'm going to give you a bit of background with that. So universities, well, with lecturers and teachers, from my understanding, we generally have a document called a lesson plan. Okay. Now, this lesson plan means we look at all the learning areas we want to teach, what we want to teach, how will we teach it. Will we be using textbooks? Will we be using like materials? Will we have videos? And a lot of the time we spend on these lesson plans. Okay, so from a teacher's perspective, AI can create really good lesson plans. However, it does make mistakes now and again, but it does help you and it saves a bit of time from a teacher's perspective to use AI in lessons. Now, I want you to think about your classroom and think about all the ways that your teacher can use AI in their lessons. Like, do they use it for translating words? Do they have videos on that could help you? Do they show you apps that could help you with writing?
Yes, yes, to show us the information or
Mhm.
videos, and if they need to shows on the screen, they need to use AI, and the rest of time they are talking about topic and they knows more, but to be understandable, maybe need to use AI uh, to believe
Super.
him.
Yeah, that's great. So, do you think your lecturer should start using AI in your foundation year, or should they maybe wait till you passed your first year or your second year and then start using AI?
I think every year mm, must use this AI. AI.
Okay, so we'll say foundation, they can start in foundation and they can use it every
Every
year.
year.
Okay. So let's look at the next question. When is it okay for students to use AI for their schoolwork?
The first uh, to see the all information what they need
Mm-hmm.
to do.
So it's
And
your
after,
first step.
first step, yes, yes,
But is it your last step also?
yes. The last is the same because you need to send the work.
So sometimes AI is also like Grammarly. I've used Grammarly in the past. And Grammarly will help with your grammar, it will help with your sentence construction. However, it does get highlighted as AI if you're using Grammarly. So just be a little careful about using it towards the end. I would always recommend using it as the first step to generate all your ideas. But after that, I'm going to write last step, but I'm going to say with caution. Okay. So just be careful about using it after the first step. Ah, I spelled caution wrong. So be mindful. First step, yes, I 100% approve, but
Yeah.
careful with the last step. Okay. And when can AI help students the most? Like, when are you going to use it? When you're researching, when you're studying, when you translating to a different language? Which area do you think students will use it the most?
To search,
Research, lovely.
research.
Perfect. Okay, and you got all the time here. So I'm going to pull this out as our win, and we will stop there, and I will continue with this next week. It's taking a bit longer than I thought, but I'd rather go through it slowly. And have you been understanding how we answer the questions?
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, so I'm going to highlight that. So we have quite a bit of starting points, okay? So you can see we got our topic sentence, we got our who are we talking about in our topic sentence, we got our why are we talking about these things in our topic sentence, we got our what exactly are we going to be discussing in our topic sentence with our essay, and our when is it being used, when is AI being used. So we have answered 1, 2, 3, 4 questions, and we have a direction. Do you think asking yourself the WH questions makes it easier for you to start with your academic writing?
Now I believe that. Yeah.
Was that a now or a no?
No, now.
Now, okay.
No.
All
Sorry.
right, because if you were ever like me and you just start writing once you get your topic, your essay question or your topic sentence, and halfway through you get stuck. So I want to say for all the students like me, this is the best way because you know why? You plan all of this, you got all your information, you can see how your essay is going to emerge from these questions. And if you ever get stuck again, go back to your pre-writing and have a look. Okay. So I'm going to stop there for now. And next week we will continue with where, which, how, and then hopefully start to use that towards our essay, how we can build our essay. Okay. So I'm going to stop there. Thank you, Maria. As always, you were a star.
Thank you very much.
And I didn't get to finish that. So I'll just end off my writing clinic with, okay, so we have been answering them. We've even added in our personal perspective. And thank you very much for joining us. And my name is Christine, it's my colleague Kieran. Please feel free to reach out to us at Manchester campus. We are here to help you with your presentation skills, assignment skills, general academic skills, and we offer in-person and online sessions. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Bye, Miriam.
Bye bye.